Hey guys, so we just had our season 2 finale of The Boys, and I, for one, am just glad that we didn't have any of those really creepy milk moments with Homelander. Yeah, you know the ones that I'm talking about. Anyway, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing. So Billy Butcher, being Billy Butcher and being a jerk, decides to go behind Becca's back to try to separate her from her son, but then he has a change of heart and decides to actually be a decent human being. And I thought this was actually quite a nice storyline, and we see quite a change from what Billy has been known to do in the past, where he always puts his own selfish desires first. So it's nice to see that character development from him. So we see Homelander and his son have quite a few sweet bonding moments in this episode, and it actually makes me feel kind of sorry for Homelander, because at the end of the day he just didn't have any love in his life growing up, and he really wanted to have that relationship and that closeness with his son, but he just didn't know how to go about connecting in a healthy way. So even though he's a supervillain, I kind of feel sorry for him. And then Stormfront, her identity as a Nazi gets exposed for the world to see, and in a fit of anger she actually crashes the car that Homelander's son was in. So I don't really know if Homelander actually finds out that she crashes the car that his son was in, but that would have been a really interesting storyline if we got to see him confront her and they have this big standoff and battle, but we never got to see that, unfortunately. But hey, maybe in season 3. So we see that after Homelander's son gets taken from him, he goes looking for him, and then he ends up exploding this room full of people, and he's covered in blood. And I'm just thinking, what is this guy's dry cleaning bill like? Like, seriously, we see him covered in blood so many times. Anyway, so Becca is actually dead for real in this episode. She gets killed by Stormfront. Stormfront chokes her to death or stabs her, I'm not really sure, I can't remember, but she kills her, and that is what finally unlocks her son's powers. So earlier on in the episode, we see Stormfront and Homelander trying to get his son to unlock his powers by telling him to try to think of somebody that you hate. And hate doesn't work to motivate him, but his love for his mother is what finally unlocks his powers. So I thought that was kind of a nice moment, even though Becca died, so it wasn't really a nice moment, I guess. But anyway, we see Queen Marv, I can never say her name right, finally making a decision, why can't I talk tonight? Deciding to join in the fight and finally confront Homelander once and for all and say, you've got to make a decision. You either have to choose your son or your public image. And Homelander chooses his public image, which is kind of disappointing. I really wanted to see him choose his son. But anyway, so Stormfront, is she going to come in season 3? Are we going to see her again in season 3? Look, I honestly think that they would not have kept her alive if she wasn't going to come into season 3 in some way. So I'm really excited to see what they might be setting it up to have her back in season 3 doing, if she's going to be the main villain of season 3. Do you think her and Homelander will get back together again? I would really like to know your theories down in the comments down below. And please like and subscribe.